cells in our daily lives. I'm sure you've learned in school that all living things are created out of cells, but have you ever stopped to think, how many cells are there? Well, there are over 500,000 animal cells in just this ladybug alone, and there are even more plant cells than the planet is sitting on. Plant and animal cells play such a vital role in our lives and can be related to so many things that it creates. As stated in cell theory, all the structures within a cell have a certain purpose, and their function is not hard to understand, as today I will guide you through them using comparisons of daily life. I believe it is very important to understand what is going on within these cells, because not only are we made of them, but we are surrounded by them. As you can see, this is a typical animal cell and plant cell diagram. There are many organelles within these cells, and the first one we begin with is the nucleus, because it is what makes these plant cells eukaryotic and very different in functioning. The nucleus is like the person in charge of a corporation. It is the individual who gives out all the orders and is where the information emanates from. Then there is the DNA in the nucleus that is definitely worth mentioning. It is comparable to a teacher. Both the nucleus and the DNA store very vital information and guide their students in how to do something and who they become. The nuclear envelope is like a bodyguard that protects the leader or the boss from the outside, similarly to how the nuclear envelope is to safeguard the nucleus. The mitochondria is similar to a missionary converting someone into a faith. Correspondingly, the mitochondria transforms the organic compounds in ATP into functional energy. Ribosomes are like plants or factories, for they both aid in creating products. The ribosomes are on the ER and are organelles that help in making proteins. The cytoskeleton helps the cell be framed and move, and is much like the human skeleton, the structures that allow for the body to stay together. The vacuole is similar to a hotel and is very important because it temporarily holds people, like the vacuole stores materials and water for the cell. A food court is a place where people get energy by consuming food, and the human relation is to chloroplast. In the plant cell, it is the very vital site where photosynthesis happens. The cell wall is comparable to a tight piece of clothing or a bodysuit. It encloses the body like a cell wall, surrounds the cell membrane, and makes the object's actions very rigid. The lysosomes are garbage incinerators. They get rid of the remaining and worn out materials in a cell or machine. The Golgi apparatus is the organelle that sorts through products, protects them, and sends them out where they need to go. This action is comparable to a mail sorter in a factory. The help of chromosomes moving when the cell undergoes cell division is done by centrioles. They attach and move chromosomes. Centrioles are the pulley system where they attach to objects and move them to new places. The endoplasmic reticulum, known as the ER, is made up of smooth and rough folded membranes. These membranes create products, and the ER guides them where to go. The ER is like a highway system in a state. The cars move along the highway to get to their destination. Cytoplasm is the filling among the nucleus and the plasma tissue. This is like a tube of mascara. The mascara is the cytoplasm between the walls of the bottle and the applicator. The final organelle to relate is the cell membrane, which controls what goes in and outside of the cell to maintain balance, known as homeostasis. A gate on a castle controls just as a cell membrane does. The gate allows only the allies in and prevents the enemies from getting inside. So let's recap. All living things are created out of cells. and every organelle within that cell has a certain function. My name is Andrea Souter, and I hope through my relationing, using narration, you can better understand the function of these cells and how they are very important. I hope you have a great day.